outside the walls of the mountain resort of Chengde, temples in the Tibetan, Han and Mongolian styles are found, scattered among the nearby hills. Built on a larger scale than any of the temples of Beijing, they are collectively known as the Eight Outer Temples. The Temple of the Potaraka Doctrine is the largest of the Eight Outer Temples, occupying an area of 220,000 square meters. Construction was begun in 1767, and completed almost 4 years later. It is modeled on the Great Potala Monastery in Lhasa, and is thus also known as the Little Potala. The buildings are a synthesis of Han and Tibetan styles. The temple has a tall and imposing entrance gate, similar in design to a city gate tower. Inside the gate is a pavilion, housing 3 stelae, the largest one inscribed with the record of the Temple of the Potaraka Doctrine in Han, Manchu, Mongolian and Tibetan languages. The 5 pagoda arch locates to the north of the Imperial Stele Pavilion. The tower is a Tibetan-style white tower of a large size. There are 5 Lama pagodas, in line on top of the tower, and 3 arches on the ground floor. The 5 pagodas are in 5 different colors, representing 5 sects respectively. The glazed stone arch sits in front of the 5 pagoda arch. The plaque on top of the arch is embedded with yellow-green glaze, and therefore colorful and intriguing. The front of the plaque is inscribed with characters, which literally means the Bodhisattva comes into rescue. The back is inscribed with characters, literally translated as the world of the lotus is sublime. Both inscriptions were written by Emperor Qianlong of the Qing dynasty. Dotting the hillside are white terraces and Lamaist pagodas, and behind them, standing on the highest point of the mountain slope, towers the awe-inspiring Great Red Terrace. From the top of the terrace, the precipitous mountains take on the appearance of an immense jade screen. The Great Red Terrace, built on the top of a huge 17-meter-high white terrace, is constructed of granite blocks and bricks, and although from the outside it appears to contain 7 stories, inside it is in fact only 3 stories high. The outer faces of the terrace are painted a plain red, and the walls of the middle and top sections are decorated with colored glazed figures of Buddha seated in arched niches. In the central section of the Red Terrace, there is a square hall known as the hall where 10,000 laws are reduced to 1, which is roofed with gilded tiles. Inside the hall are large numbers of images of the Amitayas and other bodhisattvas. Here also is a statue of the goddess, riding a demonic beast with the figures of 2 children, part demon, part human, in front and in back. After the hall was completed, every time when Emperor Qianlong went on an inspection tour to Chengde, He was bound to worship Buddha here. Around the platform there are also other halls and pavilions, etc. All of them feature steep multiple leaves and gold-plated tiles, forming a solemn and grand complex together with the red platform. The temple not only has Han characteristics, such as the square kiosk and glazed tile roof, but also has characteristics of Mongolian and Tibetan nationalities, which you can see in the trapezoidal windows, Lama pagodas, and copper gold tiled roofs.